Hey everyone, I hope all is having a wonderful day today. Today is January 29th of 2026, and I am back with Writings with Jesus, day 77. 7, my child, 7. That was a prophecy. Anyway, I love whenever he marks his times and things with his numbers. He is a God of numbers. So anyway, all right. So we're going to continue on with part 54. This is new, just released, today. So first and foremost, I claim that Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, is the Son of God. He is God. They are one in spirit, that he came in the flesh, bled, and died on the cross, and rose on the third day, and he is my Lord and Savior. So, all right, so 129-2026. These writings, if you're new here, have been given to Mandy at Seek Heavenly Things from Jesus. She's been scribing these parts, and it's quite amazing how he gives these things to her. So anyway, God's physical calendar is 7:10. God's spiritual calendar is 12:10. God's true Gregorian calendar is 8:16. Okay. So as I start allowing some of the major prophecies to fall that Mandy and Cassie and some of my 12 have prophesied, they and my 12 will go missing, and they will have already been called up to heaven as NASA gets ready to make their first announcement on the world, which is going to bring deception on the world, because NASA is going to say that they have broken into the firmament with a failed experiment of the Elon Musk space shuttle missions, and the rockets they are using has caused this opening in the firmament. But do not be fooled by their tactics, because I have already showed you that this was their plan all along, to crack into the firmament to find ether. But I have already told you I have removed the ether. This was also their plan all along, because they're planning on blowing up Mercury and using that for part of their deception, marking some of the people for catastrophic destruction. So CERN has been trying to open up the portal, which, by the way, we were seeing some things from CERN. CERN made this apology that they affected other parallel universes with a time shift. So that's pretty interesting. That I am allowing to come on this world, but also to conquer the world. Wait a second. Okay, so CERN has been trying to open up the portal, and this is also why they're using these rockets to complete the mission. Not only to set it up for the deception that I'm allowing to come on this world, but also to conquer the world with the first seal. And the part of the deception to counteract the rapture allegations is when they blame the missing in the world being abducted by aliens. They will say there's an unidentified object now coming, and they don't know what it is. But it is part of their plan and agenda, and it is also a way for them to implement new laws of climate change through fear-mongering, to control and crash the money, making the dollar bill worthless, as well as conquer the world with the opening of the first seal without the bowl. It is fear-mongering, and they use that to control, and that is going to be the pre-start of the pre-show of the Great Tribulation, when the first seal is finally broken. But before I allow the Great Tribulation to start, the facade, not the real one, I will be preparing the world for my true plans and agenda, getting the world ready for the supernatural, while my 12 are missing. And when NASA makes their announcement, people are going to start panicking and running to the store, and you will see looting and rioting starting in a major way. Because people who are not following what is going on through these posts and are oblivious to social media and the news, they will think the world is ending, and they will react and start panicking, because social media and the news will start pumping the fear campaigns through their hidden agendas, working for the enemy, trying to crash everything down while also releasing several pandemics, increasing the rumors of war, and watching everything start escalating with the pole shift. And what NASA is finding out through discovery, cracking into the firmament, it's not just going to be one thing. It's going to be a lot of things piling up, which is going to create panic all over the world. And all of the rumors will start escalating with more hype of the world is ending. So most of your social media campaigns and your preppers will start boasting their posts through fear-mongering, and end-time posters will be displayed through social media, lining up all the devil's false prophets that will be lining up all the devil's false prophets that will be talking nothing but wrath, pumping a lot of fear through the outlets of social media, while also bringing confirmations through mainstream media to further the enemy's agenda. So here soon, NASA and mainstream media, they are going to explain how they have let something in our world, and there is going to be a crack in the firmament, which starts all the fear-mongering through CERN and the opening of the portals through the cracking of the firmament and all the speculations of extraterrestrial beings through many different speculations broadcasted through the news media outlets. Excuse me. Especially mainstream media, pushing the alien deception to make my people believe there is no rapture. So as all of this is compiling here through mainstream media and social media, you're going to see all this escalate here soon as the hate for my 12 is increasing online. And if you have been following, you will see I have been showing you those plans for a long time leading up to this great deception. So they are going to say there is an unidentified object and it is here approaching Earth and it is going to look like an alien mothership. But because they are going to use that excuse to explain the missing that I take during the chaos before the pre-simulated rapture, so they are setting all of this up now because they know time is short when I make my big call on the world and sound the alarm with my prophets. I am just waiting on a few videos to make headway, and then you're really going to see the hate increasing. So when you start to see these major prophecies fall and the White House does a briefing with NASA, you will notice my 12, they are not responding and they have all gone missing. All of the ones who are currently my 12 now with the highest spiritual rankings, and that is because they are getting ready to broadcast to the whole world from heaven. All of these parts and messages with new messages and writings they will be speaking. I'll be speaking. And all of you will need to know and realize that they have been called up to heaven, and that is truly when they are all about to get online and start speaking all of these parts on video to give all of you a chance to believe. And as the hate is continuing to rise and starts increasing online based on the Lori and Chad Daybell remarks comparing this supposedly doomsday killers cult to my 12, and I would say supposedly for a reason, and you will soon see why. Because of all this I'm allowing to go down, because all of this I'm allowing to go down as part of my plan to show my people how judgmental their hearts are. I am separating the wheat from the tares, and you're going to see how many of you have judged not only my 12, but also Lori and Chad for following my will. And you are going to see that they are innocent and they were never behind any murder or any of the charges that they are being allegedly accused of. Just like you're going to see that I have been guiding my 12, and they are not a cult, and you, well, most of you have wrongly accused them, just like you have wrongly accused Lori and Chad. You are also going to see that the kids are alive, and all of this was a setup by the elite through payoffs. And when I finally allow that information to be released, the people who have received the payoffs, they will be caught, and all of the charges will be dropped against Lori and Chad. And you will see the entire conspiracy from the beginning to the end, and how everything was set up by the elite will all just crumble down. And once this information is leaked, you will see how many people were involved to stop Chad from putting out my heavenly mysteries. And when the children are no longer in a state to be threatened, I will bring them back to this world, because I have used the supernatural and I have taken them to other worlds that I have hidden from the elite and put them in another world to keep them safe. So the forensics, when the real forensics get released, you're going to see it was never those children at all. It was something that was planted by the elite through payoffs to display false information to make Lori and Chad look guilty. It was the enemy's plan all along, just to shut them down, to stop speaking my truth, and I allowed it, just so I could test the world. And yes, before you mock this, children, there are other worlds and multiple parallel universes. And you will see that mystery unfold here soon, especially as I foreshadow the ending and the beginning of the veil being removed, of the physical and the spiritual colliding together before I turn the dial back. Stick around for part 55. All right, guys. Well, we speak what he tells us to speak. And, yep, I'm very obedient, just like the rest of the 12, because we love Jesus. We have much reverence for him. And so we do what he says. We know what's coming, and we are not deterred by that. So we're here to do his will, and that's what we will do. We will continue on, no matter how it happens, looks. We're going to lose followers. We don't care about followers. We just care about doing his will, and there's a big plan that is happening, and it's just going to play out, and we trust him. Plain and simple. So you can say what you want to say. You can do what you want to do. He already knows. We've already been warned. It is what it is. So, all right. We love you guys. Truly we do. None of us are upset with you. You don't bother us. We laugh. We joke around. And we just find the joy. Because we know that you're not really mad at us. There's trauma that you have to deal with, and whenever you finally realize that, you will go to his feet and you'll start the wineskin process, and that's what this is all about. So anyway, we love you guys. I hope you have a blessed day in Jesus' name, and see you tomorrow. Bye.